Lessons Animation Taught Us is a video series originated by Movies with Mikey, spanning multiple creators and topics centered around what we learned as kids from animation. Today I'll be talking about what I learned from Tangled and why it's one of my favorite films. Tangled is a 2010 film from Walt Disney Animation Studios. It follows the journey of Rapunzel, a princess locked in a tower since childhood. Kept prisoner by Mother Gothel, she is fed stories about the unsafe outside world and stays happily. When a mysterious stranger, Rogue Flynn Rider, shows up in her tower, Rapunzel takes a chance to escape and leave her tower. There's more to the plot, but A, it's not too important, and B, you should just watch the movie. The animation is amazing and the songs hold up to any of Alan Menken's previous work. Now I know I just said these videos focus on film from our childhood, and Tangled came out the year I turned 12, but this one is different, because 3 years after Tangled came out, something important happened in my life. Tangled falls at the apex of a perfect storm. A few years earlier I went on my first trip to Disney World, which certainly wouldn't lead to anything. There I developed my love for the parks and rediscovered my love of Disney's animated films. And also, one other thing, I kinda wanted to be a princess, a strange thought for a teenage boy. I sort of dwelled on that one for a while and let it sit in the back of my mind. I mean, there's no way I could be a girl, so why bother? Long story short, eventually I find out that you can be trans, and maybe that I am trans. And then I spent the next 5 years hiding that. That meant that the one way I could express myself was through the media I consumed. And what better outlet for a girl than the company known for its history of princesses that she recently developed a deep interest in. I went deep in Disney and discovered one of their most recent films, Tangled. Tangled is the quintessential trans princess story, filled with metaphors about self-esteem, coming out, and going into a society that maybe won't accept you. Tangled was the bastion I needed to figure myself out. In a lot of ways, Rapunzel's story was my story. My tower was the closet, my Mother Gothel, my anxieties about coming out and fears that society and my family wouldn't accept me. And Rapunzel's journey was my eventual transition, whenever that would happen. As a young trans girl, Rapunzel's happy ending was my happy ending, a light in the darkness that was the closet. Seeing myself on screen, if only really in subtext and close readings, helped me realize who I was and who I could be.